tabletop position. So we'll get some movement going right off the bat. So if you want to take the blanket that you have, or if you have any sort of cushion or anything and want to lay it down underneath your knees, feel free to do so. But if not, go ahead and find your way to your tabletop and spread the fingers out wide and bring them just a little bit wider than your shoulders, not out as far as your mat, but just so you have a good base here. And knees underneath your hips. Go ahead and tuck your toes under and really spread even your pinky toe out. And once you make it there, feel this gentle engagement of the core, so we're not just kind of slumping down and soft in the belly, but we're really firm in our table. And turn the eyes of your elbows so they're going forward. So like when you bend your elbows, they bend towards you, kind of like chaturanga arms. And when you do that, you kind of start to feel the shoulders pull back and you lead a little bit more with your heart. So on your inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the chest, maybe put a little bend in those elbows. And as you exhale, turn the eyes of the elbows to face each other now. Press into the mat and round the spine, releasing the head and neck down. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, feel that rotation of the shoulders as the eyes of the elbows look forward. And exhale, turn them in to face each other, press the mat away and roll. And just continue here at your own pace, inhaling forward, feeling this rotation in the shoulders, waking up in the spine. Keeping the breath in and out through the nose. Closing the eyes here and just allowing the gaze to begin to dance through the body in this movement. Notice where you pick up any additional tension or anything that starts to kind of clench as you continue to do this. And just imagine the exhale dancing to that space, clearing it out and opening it up so that you can begin to move a little more freely. Maybe you start to rotate the hips around in your cat-cow. Maybe the head and the neck rotates with the body. Start to allow anything to happen here as you move that prana through you, releasing that old energy and inviting the new. And if you're making rotations with the hips, just come back to center. Pause there for a moment. If you need to go the other direction to find some balance, take your time to do so. Take about 4 or 5 more breaths in this free movement to wake up the body. Wake up that body-mind connection here. When you meet back at center, just walk your knees in a little bit closer together and start to send your hips back towards your heels, propping your torso up to sit on those heels for this big stretch in the back of your feet. And maybe you make an adjustment here, sitting up for a moment. Notice if you've got this huge arch in the low back, again, we start to try and compensate for this stretch. We start to kind of lift up and hold in the low back. So see if you can just let your whole torso root down into your hips here. Maybe you rock side to side, massaging the backs of the toes. Notice if you've lost that connection to your breath, and just gently invite it back in. Notice the shoulders, the jaw. Take one more big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth here. And then slowly begin to make your way back into your tabletop. Untuck the toes and just tap out the tops of your feet. Just let the feet be loose here. Bringing circulation back into those toes. And then we'll pause at center. And once you make it to center again in your table, just send your hips back towards your heels again for your hero's pose. Maybe you bring a blanket or something underneath. Their toes aren't tucked. And close the eyes here. Hands can be on your thighs, palms facing up or facing down. Gaze in and just notice the breath. Allow those inhales and exhales to wind up and down the spine, down into the legs and the toes, down up or up through the heart, through the crown of the head. The next time that you inhale, we'll inhale 1/3 of the breath and pause. Inhale 2/3 of your breath and pause. And inhale fully, pause. And exhale through the nose, all the breath out, really squeeze the belly in towards the spine. Inhale 1/3 and pause. 2/3 and pause. Inhale fully. And exhale through the nose, all the air out. Really squeeze that lowest low belly in. Inhale 1/3 and pause. 2/3, pause. And inhale fully. And exhale all the air out. 2 more times at your own pace, breaking those inhalations into thirds. Feeling that energy come up all the way to the crown of the head when you inhale fully. And then squeezing all that old energy out on that exhale when you draw the belly button in. The next time you inhale, just return to your normal breath. Feel that prana, that new energy that you've invited in through the body. And let your next inhale sweep your arms out and up overhead. Like you're gathering everything up around you. And then as you exhale, just bring the hands to prayer position into the heart space. And feel this sacredness within you, the sacred space around you that you create when you come to your mat and cultivate that energy, that prana. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose here. Expansion on the inhale and the drawing in on the exhale. And maybe here you set an intention for your practice. Or maybe you make that commitment to making it sacred. The life within you and the life around you. The next time that you inhale, sweep the arms back out and up. Reach up tall. And when you start to lift up, use your core to lift your hips off your heels so you're kneeling. Reach up there, maybe take a little mini back bend. And then on your exhale, flip your palms, sweep them back behind you, release torso and head down into a child's pose. Inhale, come all the way back up, reach up tall. And exhale all the way back down into your child's pose. And really use your core here with your breath. As you inhale, come up. Maybe taking that little mini back bend just in the thoracic region of the spine. And then as you exhale, sweeping everything back down. Feel a big opening in the front of the body when you inhale and sweep up. And as you exhale into your child's pose, feel this rounding of the spine, like you're making space between the vertebrae. The next time you inhale up, pause there, reach up tall, and then interlace your fingers behind your head so you're fanning your elbows out. If knees are kind of pinned together, you can separate them a little bit more. Engage the core here so you're pulling up and in, so spine and hips are really stable. Relax the shoulders, take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, just begin to drop that right shoulder down, lifting left elbow up for a big stretch on the left side body. Notice if you're holding in the head and the neck, really keep that length in the spine. Maybe even use your hands to traction the head up, lengthening. One more big breath in and out. And then inhale back up to neutral and exhale, drop that left shoulder, left elbow in, lifting right up. Keep relaxing the shoulders down, keep breathing into the ribs. The next time you inhale, come all the way back up to center, reach the arms up again. And then on the exhale, just come back into your tabletop. Once you make it to your tabletop, spread the fingers, spread the toes. Take a deep inhale and exhale back to down dog. Once you make it to your down dog, check in with your elbows and your shoulders here. Really roll the eyes of your elbows forward, closing the space between the shoulder blades, sending the hips high, scooping that lowest low belly back. And maybe you walk your dog here, kind of working out the kinks in the hamstrings. Really root down in the base of the index finger and the thumb. And if you lose a connection with your breath here, just begin to invite it back in. Close the eyes and breathe into this movement. Take a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then the next time you inhale, drop the knees down into your tabletop, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, drop the knees, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale back to down dog. And one more time, inhale, drop the knees. Arch the back, pull shoulders back away from you. And exhale, press into the mat, down dog. From this down dog, extend the right leg back behind you. Really reach through those toes here, big, big stretch. And then sweep the leg all the way through the hands, coming into a lunge. Once you make it into that lunge, release the left knee down, keep left toes tucked, and sweep the arms up for this low lunge press-up. Keep the hips square to the front of the mat. Maybe you walk that right foot a little farther forward to sink a little deeper into the knee. There's this big opening now in the front of the left hip. And then in this stability with the core engaged that you have in your hips, imagine you're pulling that energy up all the way to the ribs, this thoracic region of the spine, and begin to take that little back bend there. So low back stays stable, but we kind of lean into opening up the heart. Take a deep breath in right here. And as you exhale, begin to release the fingertips down, straightening that right leg, sending the hips back. Now, if you keep a little bend in that right knee, that's okay, because we want to keep the hips square. So imagine you're dragging this right heel back towards you, not jamming the knee. Take one more deep breath in and out right there. And then inhale, bend into the knee again, come forward into your lunge. Plant that left hand down, extend right arm out beside you. Take a big inhale and follow that right thumb up for your twist. And here, if you'd like, maybe you lift that left knee up off the ground. Check in with your right knee, make sure that it's staying directly over the ankle, and you're pulling right hip back still, so you feel a big opening in the side of your right hip. Take one more big breath in and out there. And then release that right hand back down to frame the foot and step back to down dog. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Allow any movement. Maybe you bend the knees, sending the hips high and then straightening the legs. And then extend the left leg back behind you. Really reach through those left toes. Take a deep breath in and then sweep that left leg forward between your hands. Release right knee down, keeping toes tucked. Engage the core and lift up for your low lunge crescent. Pull the belly button in and up. Keep pulling that left hip back now, really sinking into the front of your right hip. Take a big inhale. Feel that energy come up from the base of the spine, filling the heart so you can lean into it, opening it up a little bit more. Take another deep breath in. And then on the exhale, begin to straighten that left leg, releasing fingertips down, pulling this left hip back like you're dragging your left heel closer to you. And again, maybe there's a little bend in that left knee, and that's okay, right? We keep pulling hip creases back instead of jamming the joint down. Take one more big breath in and out there. And then inhale forward into your lunge again, planting right hand down this time. Extend that left arm out beside you and follow the thumb up for your twist. And maybe here you lift that back knee. Check in again now with this right or left knee rather, making sure that it stays over the ankle and you're tracking it in, pulling left hip back. So we're finding a lot of length here in the side of that left leg. Belly button draws in and up on the exhales like you're squeezing everything out. One more big breath in. And then on that exhale, release the left hand down. And this time we're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left, coming into our forward fold. Once you make it there, just let go of the head and the neck. Put a bend in your knees. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just allow that old energy, right? That anything that feels kind of stale in the body to just drain out of the crown of the head. Maybe you even kind of rock up and down to help facilitate that. Letting a sigh come out with the exhale, use those vibrations of your own voice. And then we'll meet back at stillness and just slowly begin to roll all the way up to standing. Let the head be the last thing to rise. Take your time here. Feel this journey upward. Once you make it there, close the eyes and find that mountain pose. Rooting down in the feet, spreading the toes, and again, pulling that energy up from the earth, this new, rejuvenated, nourished soil of a new morning, coming up through the feet, invigorating you all the way through the crown of the head. The next time that you inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up. Reach up tall here. Again, we're pulling that energy up, so keep the low back and the core stable, but open up in the heart, just leaning back ever so slightly. And then exhale, separate the arms and fold down. Inhale into a halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands down, and step or jump back to plank. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into that up dog or cobra, and exhale back to down dog. Once you make it to your down dog, take a deep breath in and out through the nose, spreading the fingers, just resetting. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Sweep it all the way forward into a lunge. Ground your back heel, stepping that left foot a little farther forward. And on your inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into warrior one, bending into that right knee. Check in with the hips again, making sure that they're square. Pressing through the outer edge of your left foot and pulling belly button in and up to lengthen through the crown, opening up the heart space here. Relax the shoulders. Take one more big breath in and out right here. And then the next time you exhale, we'll bring hands to hips and straighten the front leg. Take a deep breath in, lengthen up through the crown like you're pushing your hips down, but lifting up through the heart. And begin to tilt the pelvis forward, coming down halfway. Keep pulling hips back, lengthening crown of the head in front of you. Shoulders stay back away from the ears. Take a deep breath in right here, and then on the exhale, either keeping hands at your hips, bringing them to your shin or maybe blocks. Just fold into this pose. Let the spine round. But still imagining that you're dragging that right heel back. Let go in the head and the neck. Take two more big breaths right here, in and out through the nose. And then the next time you inhale, bend back into that right knee. Plant the hands down and step back to down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and down dog. And then sweep that left leg back behind you and bring it all the way forward into your lunge. Ground the right heel this time, stepping it a little farther forward. Engage the core here as you bend into the left knee and sweep the arms up for your warrior one on the other side. Check in with the hips again, pulling left hip back, bending into that left knee, pressing through the outer edge of your right foot. And feel that energy come up again, lifting the heart. Core is super engaged here. Take a deep breath in. And then on that exhale, bring your hands to your hips as you straighten the front leg. Take another inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, tilt the pelvis forward, come down halfway. Take a big breath in, lengthen here. And then as you exhale, either keeping hands at your hips, bringing them to your shin, or maybe down to the floor. Just let the spine round, let go of the head and the neck. Breathe into the hamstrings here. Keep scooping that lowest low belly back to find length in the spine, even as you round. Take one more big breath in and out. And then bend back into that left knee, plant the hands down, and step back to down dog again. Take a big breath in and out through the nose. Really spread the fingers, spread the toes. And then inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into your up dog or your cobra. And exhale back to down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth now. And then look between your hands and either step or jump forward to the top of your mat. Inhale into your halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, take that wide arm sweep, come out and up, reach up tall, open up the chest, take that little mini back bend as you lift through the heart. And then exhale, bring hands to heart center. Take a few easy breaths in and out through the nose here, spread the toes. Feel this connection to the ground, this connection to your heart. Allow that breath to dance through you again, and maybe a little bit more space now. The next time that you inhale, let it sweep the arms out and up. And on the exhale, we'll separate the arms and fold down. Let go of the head, let go of the neck. Can you shake the head yes or no? And then from here, we'll bend the knees and step the left foot back into a high lunge. Staying on the ball of that left foot, engage the core, really engage those left quadriceps, and lift up to this high lunge. Press up now. You don't fall over like I almost did. Really press through that left heel, but you're springy in this leg, right? But it's really firm. So you're not forcing anything. It's just your strength, right? That's keeping you there. Spread those right toes out. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out, feeling that strength of your legs. And then from here, we're going to take Kapalabhati breath. So the active exhale, passive inhale. So we'll inhale fully through the nose, exhale fully. And then inhale fully here and begin your breath. And you don't have to go as fast as I'm going, but keep the stability in your core, stability in your hips as you pump out the belly with this breath. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, we're going to step that left foot forward again, bring hands to heart and pause. Take some deep breaths in and out right there. Notice what you notice. And then the next time you inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, separate the arms and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold, planting the hands down, stepping that right foot back this time. Springy in the back leg, but strong, and then lift up into your high lunge crescent on this side. Make any adjustments here in the body. Pull that left hip back as you bend into the left knee. Engage the core, super stable here. Maybe there's a little bend in your back knee. Maybe it stays straight if you can keep the hips square there. Reaching arms up, turning pinkies in towards each other to open the chest. And then we'll take our Kapalabhati breath on this side, clearing out, lighting that fire, burning off any of that stale energy here. So inhale fully through the nose and exhale fully. Inhale again and begin your breath. And this can be faster or slower than what I'm going, but feel this pumping of the belly. Continue with your breath. Big breath in. And exhale, separate the arms, bring them down to frame that foot, plant the hands, and step back to down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You're breathing that fire out of you. Take another deep breath in, sigh out through the mouth. And then inhale forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into that up dog or cobra, and exhale back down dog. Now from here, keeping your down dog, but walking your feet a little bit closer to you so you can plant the heels down. Take a deep breath in right there. We're lengthening through the crown of the head as we send the hips high. And then bring the right hand to the outer edge of your left calf. Take a deep breath in there, lengthen through the crown again, hips go high, and exhale. Draw the belly button in, twisting towards the left. One more big breath in and out there. Put a little bend in that right elbow to help facilitate this twist. And then we'll slowly make our way out of it, planting right hand down. Take a deep breath in and then reach that left hand back to the outer edge of your right calf and take your twist on this side. Inhaling, hips go high, and exhaling, draw the belly button in, bend into that left elbow and twist towards the right. Take one more deep breath in and out there. And then release that left hand back to meet the right. Take a big inhale and exhale, release the knees down, send the hips back for your child's pose. Let everything soften. Let the exhales fall out of the mouth again. Feel that connection of the space between the eyebrows to the ground. Inviting that wisdom of the earth to merge with that divine wisdom and intuition within you. Connecting this inner sacred space to the outer. Take a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth again. And then from here, just slowly start to prop yourself up again, so we're in our hero's pose. And we'll swing the legs around. Once you swing your legs around, extend the legs out long in front of you. Plant your hands down behind you, fingertips facing forward here. And put a little bend in your elbows. So when you do that, you can roll the shoulders down and back and open up the chest a little more. So we're lifting through the heart, not just a huge arch sticking the belly out, right? But we're lifting in this thoracic region of the spine. Bring the toes together here. Take a deep breath in and out. Really feel this full engagement of the body. And then the next time you inhale, we're going to lift up into our reverse plank and exhale, lower down. Inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, lower down. Close the eyes. Continue this movement at your own pace here. Staying firm in the core, keeping length in the spine, leading with your heart as you lift, and drawing back into the heart as you lower. The next time you lift up, pause there, take a full breath in and out. And then slowly lower all the way back down, bend the knees, and just hug the arms around your knees, releasing head and neck. And just rock side to side here for a moment, let go of any tension. And then from here, just peel yourself back up. Move the flesh out from underneath your bum, keeping the knees bent, and bring your hands behind your thighs. So again, we're really stable in the core. We're rooted down to the earth, and we pull this energy up so it lifts the heart space. Shoulders relax down. And then with that flat back, just begin to recline back until you really feel the core turn on. And then maybe you stay right here. Maybe you extend the arms out and lift the knees up. Knees can stay bent, or you can extend the legs out. Keep pulling those shoulders back. Keep leading with your heart here. And breathe into your boat pose. Maybe you wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes to distract yourself. And then we'll take that Kapalabhati breath here again. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale fully. Inhale and begin. Couple more breaths here. Continue that Kapalabhati, pumping out the belly. Inhale fully. And exhale, bring the soles of the feet together, knees go out wide apart, and begin to round down into your forward fold. And just let the spine round here. We're not trying to find too much length just yet. Just release. And we're not folding all the way down. This is super soft. And just sway back and forth. Allow that energy to circulate and wind up and down the spine now as you make space between the vertebrae just by rounding. Belly is soft. Head and neck are soft. And just take a couple more breaths right here, rocking side to side. Slowing it down, letting that fire burn through anything that it needs to release before it goes out, and we cool the body down. We'll meet back here at center and just begin to roll up the spine, coming back to neutral. And once you make it there, find that blanket maybe or something to sit on. And we'll come into a couple of forward folds. So we're going to extend the right leg out in front of us. Left sole of the left foot comes into that right inner thigh. And move the flesh out here. Make those adjustments in your seat. And once you're there, just ground down in the hips here. Bring your hands to your hips like you're pinching those hip points or those hip creases. And then on your inhale, press the hips down, but again, lift up through the heart space. So spine is super long, belly is pulled in and up. And then the next time you exhale, hinge forward at your hips, keeping your arms where they are, but pull the elbows back like they're trying to kiss each other behind your back. Start to notice what you notice here. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, just walk the hands down to your shins maybe. And lengthen on that inhale, pull shoulders back. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen, maybe hands walk down to the ankle or the toes. And exhale, fold a little deeper. When you're walking the hands out, we're not looking for a goal for where the hands go though, right? We're keeping the spine long here now. We're using that fire to invigorate the spine up from the base so that we can lengthen and then surrender into ourselves with this next exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the spine now round, let head and neck go. And just release into your fold. Let an exhale fall out of the mouth. Use those vibrations to facilitate that release. Let everything soften here. Let go of the struggle. Come back to that intention, come back to the breath, and just let it dance through you again. Two more deep breaths in and out through the nose here. Maybe those exhales fall out of the mouth, actually. And then slowly begin to roll yourself back up. Close the eyes and pause and just feel what you feel on this side. Maybe even keeping the eyes closed or just softly opening them. We'll start to make our way to the other side. So extend left leg out in front of you, bring sole of the right foot in. Make any adjustments in your seat. And bring your hands to your hips here, pressing the hips down as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. Pull the shoulders back like they're trying to kiss each other behind you. And the next time you exhale, just begin to hinge forward at your hips. Lengthening the spine. Take another big breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you walk the hands out to your thigh or your shin. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen, really reach back through the hips and up through the heart and the crown. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Take one more big breath in, find a lot of length here, pulling from your center here, not grabbing or reaching for anything. And then when you exhale, just let the spine round, surrender into yourself here. Let the head and the neck be heavy. Keep allowing those exhales to fall out of the mouth. Feel everything soften a little more with each breath. Take 2 more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then slowly begin to roll yourself back up and pause with the eyes closed. Feel what you feel. From here, extend that right leg back out long, maybe tap out your knees, and make your way onto your back. Once you make it onto your back, extend the arms out beside you like airplane wings. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat with the knees bent. Take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, we'll let the knees fall over to the left, head to the right. And maybe you bring that right foot on top of, that left foot on top of your right knee to help open up a little bit more in the right side of the body. And imagine you're pointing that right knee in front of you or forward, so you're really reaching through that kneecap, lengthening there. Take a few more big breaths, maybe allowing the exhales to fall out of the mouth again. And then the next time you inhale, just come back up to center, realign the spine, and let the exhale drop the knees over towards the right, head to the left. And again, here, maybe you cross now the right ankle or right foot on top of your left knee to open this left side body up a little more, reaching through that left knee. Take a few more deep breaths right here as you unwind, opening up to yourself fully here as we wring out the body. And the next time you inhale, just come back up to center. Walk your feet in about hip width distance apart. Bring the hands down beside you. Walk shoulder blades in and down. And we have this natural arch in the back, right? So we're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, when we pull the belly button in and up, press the whole spine down onto the mat. So again, we're really firm and stable here. And then the next time you inhale, keeping that flat back, keeping that engagement of your core, press into the feet and begin lifting the hips up through your bridge pose. Notice if you're clenching in your glutes, if you can let go in the glutes, but keep lifting up in the hips. Pressing those hip points up towards the sky. Walking shoulder blades in and down a little bit more. Keeping chin away from the chest, knees in line with your hips here. And take 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Take another big breath in. Sigh it out through the mouth as you release the hips down. Bring soles of the feet together, knees out wide apart. And maybe you bring the arms back behind you, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Let everything soften. Feel this wave wash over from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. Just imagine with each exhale, anything left, any of that old energy, that stale energy, keeping you from experiencing this sacredness within you and the sacredness around you. It's just melting out of the back of the body. Allowing the earth to take that energy and recycle it or compost it so we can breathe it back in as something fresh. Take a few more deep breaths right here, letting everything soften. And then slowly just bring the hands back down by your sides and use them to passively lift the knees up. And start to make your way into Shavasana. So grab any props that you might need. Maybe you want to cover with a blanket. Just find that place where you can be fully at ease. Once you make it there, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose, 1/3 of the breath, and pause. Exhale 2/3 and pause. Exhale all the air out and pause. Inhale fully through the nose. Exhale 1/3 and pause. 2/3, pause. All the breath out. Pause. 2 more cycles of that breath. Inhaling fully. Breaking those exhales into thirds. Slowing the body down. Allowing this energy now to move through you like it's moving through a thick nectar, full of nutrients, coating the entire essence of your being with this sacredness, this divine presence. The next time you exhale fully, just let the breath return to its natural flow in and out. Maybe let one more exhale fall out of the mouth. Feel everything settle into the earth. That space between the eyebrows releases, allowing you to travel fully in and soak in the sweetness of your practice. This dance in the divine nectar. Slowly begin to come back to your breath. Inviting the flow to increase in this new energy. Maybe it moves a little faster with each inhale, enlivening you at your core. As that dance continues to grow, allow the body to begin expressing some movement. Allow those movements to be an expression of that new, vitalized energy within you. There's no wrong way to be here, no wrong way to do this. Maybe you hug the knees in or take a big good morning stretch, or maybe a final posture is calling to you. Once you feel complete there, just make your way to your right side. And with eyes still closed, begin to prop yourself up into this comfortable seat. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in, feel it pull all the way up through the crown of the head. Then sigh it out through the mouth. Take another deep breath in and sigh it out. Maybe you come back to that intention that commitment to dance in the sacredness of your being. Say yes to allowing that dance to flow with you off the mat, making everything you see and everything you do sacred and from within. It's my honor to guide you.